part 12 of our user email verification in Spring Boot, and this is going to be the fun part because we are going to test that an email is sent to the user when a user registers. So the first thing we want to do is to go to the app security config, and we want to allow the users add new routes, because that is the new route for registration that we created in the user controller. You can see right here. So we are going to allow that route. So I'm going to the app security config. We already have users add new. I think I'm just going to change. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is to add the register verify URL. So this is optional for now because we have not started the verification workflow. So let's test, and maybe there may be some error, I don't know, but let's just test the application. Let's go to test here. So I'm going to start the application running on port 8080. Okay, so the application starts on port 8080 right here. So let's go to port 8080, and I'm going to register a new user. But before I do that, I want to just remove or delete the users I have. Okay, so there are no users currently. So we are going to go ahead to try to register a new user. So I'm going to sign up. I did the same. Now if I enter the wrong password and try to register, actually it didn't work, and it also did not verify the password. So let's go to check. Okay, so I started troubleshooting, and I have this expired at, and I also have expires at, expired at. So, and in the stack trace we have expire at. So I'll go ahead to delete in the database. I'm going to delete expire as. So to be able to do this, I'm going to modify table, I think, alter table, and I'm going to delete expire as. So right click and delete selected. And normally I should just try to close it, and it tells me to save. Apply. Okay. So let's go back to try to re-register again. Let's just check our database to make sure that the columns did not add this invalid. User already exists exception, so you can see. So it actually created the user, but whether it sent an email, I don't know. So I think I'll just open my email to check. Okay, it didn't send an email. It didn't send an email because it registered the user, and when it tried to send an email, there was an exception. So when we fixed it, then it tried to create the same user. So what I can do is to change the email address, to use a different email address. I think that would be the best option than to restart everything. So I'm going to create, and register. Let's see. So you can see it tells us back to login, but there's a message that was supposed to display here. Now let's go fix that. So the problem is the controller. If we go to the controller, let's see. There should be a message that should be sent back to the UI from the user controller. So let's check. From the user controller, so we have this message right here. But in the registration successful page, the name of this variable is registration success, right? Not message. So I'm going to just use registration success instead of message. So I'm going to copy it and use registration success here. Okay? So I'm going to save everything, and I will like to remove those users that was created, and so that we can create new users. And by the way, if we go to my email address, there should be an email here, you can see here, complete your registration. But I want us to just go through the workflow one more time. So I'm going to MySQL database and I'm going to delete, let's first delete the secure tokens because it added one secure token here. So once again, the application starts on port 8080. So let's go to create a new user. So I'm going to go to sign up and I'm going to use my name, the same email, and register. So you can see that the message now is correct. And if I go to my mailbox, you can see that we should have one email coming 10:30. You can see the time 10:30. Finish creating your account. So once you click on this form, you should call the email verification or validation logic, and then it will validate your email or your account, and you'll be able to log in. But take note that in the new user that was created, I want to show you something. So in the new user that was created, you see that the account verified field, you can see it is 0. So after verification, the account verified field will be set to 1 after verification. So let's continue in the next part. Let's now write the verify logic so that when the user clicks on the link, it takes him to the through the verify route, and the email will be verified. So we see in the next part.